Developing right now at noon, we are awaiting the arrival of President Donald Trump in the Lehigh Valley, where the commander-in-chief is expected to make a major announcement. Good afternoon. I'm Janelle Burrell. Welcome to CBS 3 at noon, now also streaming live on CBSN Philly. The president's announcement today is about what's being called National Stockpile 2.0. We told you about it first here on CBS 3. The president will stop at Owens and Minor Incorporated. That's in Upper Macungie Township near Allentown. And our Chantee Lans is there with the details this afternoon. Chantee.
Janelle, President Donald Trump is expected to tour the medical supply company's facility and speak with its employees. This as Pennsylvanians say they're torn over his response to the coronavirus crisis. As President Donald Trump travels to Pennsylvania, dozens of drivers line the street in protest of his visit, they say, to emphasize the nearly 4,000 lives lost in the Commonwealth due to COVID-19.
We should have been on top of it right from the beginning, but he denied it. Now he's trying to say he isn't denying it, but he won't even wear a mask.
Trump supporters also showed up. It will be the president's second trip within 2 months to the electoral battleground state as he pushes for the country's economy to reopen.
This is not a time that the president should be out campaigning in Pennsylvania, that's for sure.
It's perfectly okay for the president of the United States to come in and draw attention to the great work they're doing.
President Trump will visit Owens and Minor Distribution Center in Upper Macungie Township near Allentown. According to the medical supply company's website, Owens & Minor is one of 5 manufacturers awarded a portion of the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services' recent purchase order that will supply 600 million N95 respirator masks to healthcare facilities over the next year and a half. The company's president and CEO, Ed Pesicka, appeared with Trump at a coronavirus task force briefing in March.
One of the issues we're struggling with is the demand increase.
The Trump administration is expected to announce a new initiative called the National Strategic Stockpile 2.0. It's a revamp of the current stockpile, which would use new technology, increase supplies, and ask private companies to store PPE in an attempt to rely less on China. Hours ahead of the president's touchdown, Pennsylvania state Democrats hosted a virtual press conference for what they say is to hold the Trump administration accountable for its continued mishandling of the coronavirus crisis.
We were all wanting him to succeed. We were all hoping that the PPE equipment he promised would be given out. We were all hoping that there would be testing widely available. But here we are in May. He made these promises in March, and it's still not available.
Democratic presidential candidate and former Vice President Joe Biden released a statement today reading in part, more than 1.7 million Pennsylvanians have filed for unemployment. So as long as the Trump administration continues to fail to get adequate testing capacity in place and to provide and enforce guidance for workplace safety, the economy won't be able to regain strength, and Pennsylvanians from Philadelphia to Scranton to Pittsburgh will continue to fall victim to the deadly virus. Now, President Trump is expected to arrive here at this medical supply facility later this afternoon at 2 p.m. Live in Upper Macungie Township in the Lehigh Valley, Chantee Lans, CBS 3 Eyewitness News.
All right, Chantee, we know you'll keep us posted. Thank you.